Assalamu alaikum. I hope all of you are doing great. In today's video, we are doing a fast and powerful revision of the four most essential chapters in ICT, Information and Communication Technology. This summary is perfect for your upcoming exams. So, our first chapter name is Introduction to the World of Technology. Technology is deeply involved in daily life, used at home, school, and work for communication, learning, and productivity. First of all, we will discuss importance of technology. Basic computer knowledge is essential for modern education, jobs, and effective use of digital tools. And uses of computing devices are at homes, offices, education, and mobile use for data handling, research, and staying connected. What computers do? Computers process data into information through input, processing, output, and storage functions. These are the basic components of computer also. And then what is data, information, and evaluation? Data are raw facts, information is processed form of data, and computers evolved from large slow machines to portable smart devices. And then what is hardware and software? Hardware are physical parts of computer, and software are set of programs and applications that make hardware functions. Types of computers: there are different types of computers, range from embedded systems and mobile devices to PCs, servers, mainframes, and supercomputers, each serving different needs. What is network, internet, and society? Networks connect computers worldwide. The internet enables email, web browsing, and learning. Technology benefits society but requires responsible use. So let's move toward the summary of chapter 2, the system unit, processing, and memory. Our first point is data and program representation. Computers store data and instructions digitally using binary numbers like 0 and 1, and coding systems to represent numerical text and other types of data. And then digital data representation. Numerical data is represented using the binary numbering systems, while text and multimedia use coding systems like ASCII, Unicode, and Unicode variants. Inside the system unit, we will discuss the motherboard houses the CPU, memory, power supply, the expansion components forming the main hub of a computer. And then processors like CPU. The CPU executes instructions and processes data with components like ALU, control unit, arithmetic logic unit, and registers handling calculations and decision making. And then what is memory? Computers use primary memory, RAM or cache for fast data access, and secondary storage for long-term data storage. Because memory has two types, primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory is temporary and secondary memory is permanent. And then next component is cooling components. Cooling components are fans, heat sinks, and other cooling devices prevent overheating, ensuring the CPU and other components run efficiently. 7 point is expansion and connectivity. For connectivity, different expansion slots, cards, buses, ports, and connectors are used, which allow additional hardware and communication with external devices. 8 point is system performance and speed. The system clock and machine cycle determine CPU speed, and strategies like multi-core processors, faster memory, and improved architectures enhance computer performance for future needs. So this is the summary of second chapter. So now move toward third chapter, which name is storage. Third chapter started from storage systems characteristic. Storage systems differ in speed, capacity, volatility, access method, random or sequential, and logical versus physical representation. Then second point is hard drives. Hard drives include magnetic hard drives, solid state drives, and solid state hard drives, and can be internal or external. Speed is affected by disk rotation, caching, and interface standards. Third point is hard drive partitioning and file systems. Partitioning divides drives into sections, each with its own file system, to organize data efficiently. Optical discs and drives. Optical storage uses CDs, DVDs, and Blu-rays discs. They can be read-only, recordable, or rewriteable depending on usage. And next point is flash memory storage systems. Includes embedded flash, memory cards, USB drives offering fast, portable, and non-volatile storage. Other types of storage systems are smart cards and specialized storage solutions serve secure or specific applications, often in small or embedded systems. Next point is network and cloud storage systems store data remotely on servers accessible over networks or the internet. Evaluating your storage alternatives. When choosing storage, consider speed, capacity, cost, reliability, access method, and intended use to select the best solution. So, this is the summary of our third chapter of ICT. Now, we will going to discuss our fourth chapter summary, input and processing and output. Our fourth chapter starts from keyboards and pointing devices. Keyboards are primary text input devices. Pointing devices include mic, mouse, pens, stylus, touch screens, and other devices for navigation and selection. And then second point is touch and pen input. Touch screens and stylus input allow direct interaction with displays, providing precision and ease for drawing, writing, or controlling applications. Third point is scanners, readers, and digital cameras. Scanners. What is scanners? Scanners digitize physical documents, and readers capture codes like barcodes, and digital cameras capture images for storage or processing. And then audio input. Systems include microphones for voice input, speech recognition systems, and music input devices. And then display devices. Devices such as monitors, flat panel displays, and projectors present visual output. Characteristics include resolution, refresh rate, and display technology like LCDs, LEDs, OLEDs. Data and multimedia projectors. Projectors display content for large audiences, supporting presentations, videos, and interactive multimedia applications. And then printers are used to convert digital data into hard copies. Types include laser printer, inkjet printer, and special purpose printers, each suited for different quality, speed, and cost requirements. And then last point is audio output. Audio output devices like speakers and headphones reproduce sound, music, and system alerts for the user. So that was the complete summary of all 4 ICT chapters. I truly hope this video cleared up all your concepts and you are now feeling fully prepared for your exams. If you found this video helpful, please hit like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.